You are listening to Live Your Happy Now, conversations to open up and live an authentic, happy, and fulfilled life. I am your host, Veronica Parker, and thank you so much for coming back and listening to us today. I have an amazing woman in the house. Her name is Donnielle Carter. She is a certified facilitator for Access Consciousness. She is also the author of Right Body for You, the book, as well as the class itself. She is absolutely amazing. I mean, really, she's like the queen when it comes to body healing and awareness. I know she's laughing in the background, but honestly, I really don't know any other person that is so aware of bodies and is able to bring more change, more awareness and possibilities for all. So I can't even tell you how happy and excited I am today to have Donnielle here to talk about bodies and anything else that chooses to play with us today. So welcome, Donnielle.
Thank you, Veronica. Oh my gosh, you got me giggling because she asked me, like, how do you want to be introduced? I'm like, I don't know, and you're making me blush.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be here playing with you and happy. One of my favorite topics, in addition to bodies, is happy and actually how they correlate.
Yes, I love that. Totally love it. So before we jump into bodies and happy and everything else that wants to play with us today, would you like to share a little bit more about yourself and how you personally got started in this journey with bodies and what the heck does right body for you mean? You know, that's like a loaded question. So let's break it down. A little bit about you, how you got started on the journey.
I know. I'm like, wow, how much time do we have? Because what's interesting is I used to be really shy, like really flop sweat, voice cracks, run off the stage, shy. So of course I used to be promotion manager for a TV station because that's where all shy people go, is in promotions of TV. Not my best choice, but now I don't shut up. Using the tools of Right Body for You, that shyness is like a thing of the past. So it is interesting how I got started because, like I said, I worked in TV. I was a promotion manager, which means all the commercials and all the promos and everything you saw on TV. You're welcome, and I'm sorry. That's what I got to do. And I did it for about 10 years. It was interesting, but really my education with bodies started with my mother. She was a nutritionist from my age of 10 or 12, I don't know, math time. And she did a health talk radio show for 27 years. And I saw a lot of amazing people come through, helping a lot of people. And, they're still some of my favorite people in the world because they genuinely, cared about helping people with their bodies and healing and changing and things like that. And then the gentleman named Dr. Dane here of Access Consciousness was on my mom's radio show. And I was like, wait a minute, wait, what? Stop. Excuse me, you're talking about asking my body things, including body? No. I've been studying this for a couple decades at this point, and everything I've always learned is you have to tell the body what to do. You have to basically fight against it to get it to do anything you want. And if you do find ease with your body, it's temporary, and it's always a slow downhill. It's just you try to not go downhill very fast. And but he asked these questions. He's like, well, what if your body has a consciousness of its own? And what if you included the body in your daily life? And I'm like, what? Not tell my body what to do, but let my body tell me something? What? You're crazy. But tell me more. And then I did one of the core classes of Access Consciousness with him. And then I got to know Gary Douglas, founder of Access Consciousness. And once I started using these Right Body for You tools, because Right Body for You is a specialty class of Access Consciousness, and Right Body for You is really about embracing the body as the contribution that it is, instead of the detriment and decay that we think it is. and your partner in the creation of not only your body, but your life that it is also. And so once I started really using these tools, something as simple as body, what would you like to eat? Or body, what would you like to wear? Since your body eats and your body's the one that wears the clothes, I had a lot of physical body change. I lost a lot of weight really quickly. And so Gary Douglas, that's why he asked me to be part of the book. He and I wrote the book. It was fun. And then, yeah, over the past 12 years, I've got to develop the workshop, Right Body for You, that's now being taught by a lot of people all over the world. And so that's how I got involved. It was really interesting. It was for me to see that shift of telling your body what to do or forcing it to do something versus the ease of including your body and allowing it to be the contribution and create itself in the way that it desires to create it. It's been one of the most dynamic, life-changing events for me, actually.
Hmm. That's so amazing. And I'm going to invite our guest, like we've done before, but like to the millionth degree right now, is because right now I have to tell you, my body has so much ease and space just from talking to you for the past 5 minutes. So I would like to invite our listeners right now to not only listen to the words and the story that you're sharing, but also tune into the energy and the invitation that you and your body are being for them too, because my body is so happy right now. My body is like,
Yay!
we get to play, we get to hang out and create so much more space. So
Yeah.
I love that. I think that's so awesome. And one of
And I was gonna say, and that is really what it is. It's about the energy and the space that you and your body be. You know, so many of us focus on what the body looks like, and that is just a shade of what's possible with bodies. Um, it, the bodies have this magic, amazing, potent capacity to dynamically affect people around you, including yourself, like you yourself, not just you, Veronica, the people listening, but like
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
yourself. And it's for me, it was really the creation partner that I was looking for. And it is about the energy, it is about the space. Um, you know, and a lot of people have this more than they think they do. Because it's like, if you were ever those one types of people people are like, I just feel better being around you. Yeah, your body is actually a part of that. So just, you know, the little tease little people a little bit, but yeah, your body is a part of that.
Yes, I think that's awesome. I love that, you know. And so one thing that's coming to mind, it's funny. Let's tell our listeners the class that you're planning on doing in New York, because I want to share with you a little story of what happened when I shared that we're doing this class and you're doing this class in New York and we're helping you
Yes,
host it. And
yes.
and then I share it with friends. I have no idea what access consciousness is or any of this is, but let's go ahead and tell them the class that you are facilitating in New York in the beginning of January. Well, more like the
Yeah,
middle. So go ahead.
yeah, it's actually a 2.5 day Right Body for You workshop. And workshop that I've been developing for the past 12 years. And, you know, it started with an intro class and then a 1 day class, and it's grown to this dynamic thing. And a lot of people think it's just the book. It's not the book. The book is like the first chapter of the workshop. And I call it a workshop is because I encourage you to use the tools. It's not just sitting in a class and, you know, being processed. Yes, that is a lot of it. But, you know, at lunch you use the tools, during the class you use the tools. So it is a workshop. But what it is to really help you get that communication with your body so that you can actually create your body in the way that both you and your body desire. And then from there, you can actually create your life, create your business, create your finances, create your relationship, create anything. And it also helps you to acknowledge the contribution that your body is to your life. In the communication of it, because it's like you begin to really recognize the ways your body is telling you, don't trust this person, or don't go down this aisle, or oh my gosh, this person's going to be so amazing and important to you, it's going to be your new best friend, or just whatever. Or it's like, do that investment or don't do that investment. It's your body tells you a lot more things than just what it wants to eat, who it wants to shag, and what it wants to wear. Your body is actually one of the biggest possibilities of information for you to thrive in this universe. And a lot of it starts with this right body view of acknowledging it. So I could go on and on and on.
I know that's.
I have 12 years worth of stuff going in my head, but yeah. So we're doing the 2.5-day workshop in New York. My body and I love being in New York, so I'm so excited. In January.
Yeah, January 17th to the 19th. So this is an invitation for you to join us and play. And yes. And if you can't join us in person, there's also a Zoom for the class as well, right?
Yes. You can do it like we're talking now on Zoom. And it's actually really fun. You don't miss out on anything. You're asked questions. You're a very active part of the class. A lot of people have forgotten that the person they were talking to was online. They'll see each other later and they're like, oh, remember that class at lunch and da-da-da. And the person's like, no, I was online. You weren't in the room. And so it's you don't miss anything. It is just as dynamic. It's fun.
I love it. That's awesome. So let me tell you what happened when I was telling my friends about this. So one of them, she's like in super, quote unquote, perfect shape. She's very happy with her body. So when I said right body for you without giving any explanation on the class, she's like, well, my body's already right for me. I don't need any class to teach me. And the other friend of mine who actually is a little bit overweight and she's been like actively working, i.e. judging her body in the process, she wasn't willing to go there because her body is not right yet for her. So I thought that was an interesting, dichotomy and dynamic that I had between my two friends when this came up. Have you heard other people and, go through something like that?
Oh yeah, quite dynamically. It's amazing. As a matter of fact, I tried to get Gary Douglas to change the name of it for a long time. I'm like, can we change it to something else besides right body for you? And having a conversation with Gary Douglas is very quick sometimes, because I'm like, please, can we change it? Can we change it? Can we change it? And he's like, no. Yes, but I hear that all the time. Because right body for you is about the place where, yes, you already have the right body for you. You have created your body, however it is, by requests of the universe. A lot of people don't actually like that because they're like, I would never get to be sick this way, or I would never request to be 100 pounds overweight. You guys are crazy. And it's like, it's not. When you have no judgment of you or it, and you have that vulnerability and that willingness to look at some of these things, which we do in Right Body for You, you get to realize that oftentimes it's these unspoken but energetic requests we have of the universe, whether it be I don't want to attract people, or I didn't want to work, I want to, so you got sick or you got fat or whatever it is. It's like we have these energetic requests out to the universe, and our body will dynamically give it away. And so so it is interesting to see people really open up to this. And it's like, once you get rid of those energetic requests, then change can be possible. But a lot of people think that they have to have a problem to come to Right Body for You. Or if they already have the perfect body, which is also nothing but a judgment, that they can't come to Right Body for You either. And the Right Body for You is about, like I said, that you have the right body for you. You created your body from the second your mom and dad had a little roll in the hay one day. You created your body from that moment. And your body and you have a better relationship and communication than you acknowledge. So you do have the right body for you. That's why it's not the right body for the universe. It's the right body for you. You've created your body in however it shows up, whether it's given you whether it looks good in this reality or doesn't look good in this reality or anything in between, you have the right body for you for whatever you are asking for from this universe at this time. And so what's interesting is, like I said, so many people go to the physicalness of it. It's just the beginning, just the beginning. You know, my body is really good with travel, really good with travel, which is good since I travel about 90% of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even a joke. You guys should see my schedule. So I travel about 90% of the year, and people are like, how do you do that? How are you not exhausted? And I'm like, well, you know, I change a few things with point of view about jet lag and things like that. But then I really looked at it one day, and it's like, I've created a body that is physically capable of doing that much travel and thriving. So I have the right body for me. Somebody else who doesn't do as much traveling might not create their body in the way that I do, simply because their body would be different. They, like, my nephew loves hiking, extreme hiking and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has the right body for him. And so that's what right body for you is about, is the acknowledgement and the creation of the right body for you, whatever that is. Not for this reality, not for how it looks. And I have a big old diatribe on and about how the right body changes throughout the centuries, you know, because it used to be, if you were heavier and white, it meant you were wealthy and sat inside. If you were thin and tan, it meant you were poor and worked in the fields.
Wow.
And now, if you're thin and tan, it means you have the ideal body. And if you're heavier and white, it means you're, you know, out of shape and stupid. So it's really, right body for you is about the right body for you. So yeah, I've had a lot of people do that where they're like, well, I have a good body, I don't have to come. And I'm like, yeah, but you're still judging your body.
Yes. Yes.
Versus, oh my gosh, I'm too fat, I have to have the right body before I come. Judging your body. It's not, it's about getting out of judgment of you and your body, so you can acknowledge that you have the right body for you.
Yes. So can you share perhaps a pragmatic tool right here and now for anyone that's listening? Of course, I'm sure no one that's listening does any judging of their bodies, but maybe just for me, would you share a tool for me and the judgment that I have towards my body before I get to your class?
Well, yeah, you know, and honestly, judgment, you know, I quote Gary Douglas, judgment is the ultimate poison to the body. And it truly is. It truly is. Whether we're doing positive judgment or negative judgment, whenever we judge, we create we create a place in our universe where nothing else is possible. So it's like, if we're judging our bodies as being right, I look perfect today. Well, then that automatically means that tomorrow you might not, or yesterday you didn't.
Right.
And that anything that is different from that one day is not acceptable. So you're immediately back into judgment of how wrong you are. And so and vice versa, if you judge your body as wrong every day, you create a solidification about, you always have to see how you're wrong or you could possibly be right. And which is still just a solidification, and I call it sticky energy, because you kind of get stuck in it, you know, one way or the other. And so judgment is literally the ultimate poison to the body, because your body is this chaos of constant motion. I mean, those people who know how bodies work, it's amazing you're walking, talking, and breathing every day with all the stuff that's going on in your whole body. Okay, so whenever you try to make it stop and judge it, whenever you try to make it stop by judging it, create a solidification, your body does not like that. So one of the tools one of the tools you can implement right now that creates a lot of massive change is gratitude. It sounds simplistic, and it is, but I call it the gratitude game. Every time you find yourself judging yourself, whether you're right, I look good or I look bad, because there's acknowledgement energy, but judgment energy has that sticky, because it's like, um, oh, I look pretty good today. That can be an acknowledgement. But if it's like, I look good, I finally got it right, that's that judgment. Okay. So I guess the first would be like, start looking at those places of, is the sticky judgment energy or is it acknowledgement energy? Acknowledgement energy has space and possibility. Judgment has solidification and contraction in it. Okay. So anytime you find yourself doing the judgment, whether it's like, I look good or I look bad or I'm so stupid, whatever it is, stop. And if you know the Access Consciousness clearing statement, POC everything that comes up. And even if you don't know the Access clearing statement, you can go to theclearingstatement.com and learn all about it. But even if you don't, just stop the judgment, literally go, sometimes I'll literally go, whoop, stop, okay, stop. Like I will pull myself up short if I'm judging myself, and I'll be like, wait, stop, okay. And then you find something to be grateful for your body about. So like if the judgment's about your body, you find something grateful to be grateful for your body. And it doesn't have to be the opposite. A lot of people, when I tell them this, they go, oh, so if I have my ankles hurt, I have to be grateful that I can move at all. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. Yes, if it works. And it doesn't have to be that much of a direct line. It could be, oh, my ankles hurt. Oh, wait, stop. Okay. I'm so grateful that I can feel the hug of a good friend, or I'm so grateful that my body allows me to see the sunrise, or, anything really. But what's interesting is judgment and gratitude, those energies cannot coexist, period. They just can't. If in the space of gratitude, you cannot judge. And judgment cannot hold up in the space and potency that gratitude is. So one of the quickest ways out of this judgment is to first see when you're doing it, because like I said, that sticky, solid energy, and just go, stop, and then find something to be grateful for your body for. And that it dissipates the solidity of that judgment. And then the next time you find it easier, and then the next time you find it easier, and then the next time you forget to judge yourself, you go straight to the gratitude. And it's really amazing, just the transformation that is, because judgment cannot hold up in the face of the space and potency that gratitude is.
I love it. I love it because it's so simple. Like it takes like 30 seconds, 15 seconds, for someone to be able to do it. And then you can put it into practice right away and play with it. And how much can our bodies change in the process?
It's so much, because we've been taught in this reality, and I go into this a lot in the Right Body Free workshop. So I know we're already doing time here, but are we running out of time? We've been taught, but really quickly, we've been taught in this reality to look for the negative. We've been taught in this reality to look for what's broken, what's missing. So we've been taught to look for the judgment. Plain and simple, we've been taught to look for the judgment, because we use judgment to see what's wrong, to see what's broken, to see what we need to change. And so this is also a retraining of yourself. Instead of going to the negative bad, to the gratitude and the positive and the forward motion of what else is possible, instead of the what the hell's wrong with me that a lot of us do. So that's another thing I love about this tool. Is it's simple, it's potent, and it creates dynamic change quickly for your body, for your life, everything.
That's so amazing. I'm so happy and excited, and of course I could spend another 5 hours talking to you and letting my body receive all this juicy, sparkly energy. But before I let you go, I would love for you to share your special event that you're doing in New York City on December 5th, that anyone that's listening can join us too.
Yeah. We're doing a bars trade, I think it is. I think it's a bars trade. I'll be in New York. A friend of mine lives in New York. I have several friends that live in New York, but one of them specifically is having a holiday party. So I'm in Manhattan celebrating Christmas. So I called you guys. I'm like, hey, let's play while I'm here. So we're gonna do a bars trade, but I'm also gonna do a little mini class.
Yeah, and we're gonna
I
have it via
guess.
Zoom too, so anyone can join too,
Yes.
right?
Yes. See, Veronica's actually in charge. I don't know what's going on.
Yes, so
Veronica and Christine.
we're gonna have the link. We're gonna have the link in the show notes, so you guys, anyone can join for free. This is like one of the biggest gifts you can receive for yourself and your body right before the holidays. And I know Donnielle is going to talk a lot about, you know, how to move through the holidays without that stress, you know. That,
Oh, that's right. 3 tips for thriving during the holidays.
yes, totally.
That's right.
All that and so much more. So check out the link for that if you would like to join us either live in person or via Zoom. And then, Donnielle, where can people find you or more information about you, your sessions, your workshops, and everything that you have coming up in the new year?
Probably my website, Donnielle.com. It's in process of being updated. So some things are outdated because it's being updated. But it's Donnielle.com, DONNIELLE.com. 2 N's, 2 L's. And I'm also on Facebook, Donnielle Carter, Instagram, Donnielle Carter. It's the one good thing about having an unusual name is I was able to snap up all of the Donnielles and Donnielle Carters. Yeah, so it's fun. And check it all out. I have a lot of fun things coming up, including Right Body for You Tools in Action next September in New Orleans. A lot of fun.
Yay.
Anyways, but yeah, so I get to go to a lot of fun places. So Donnielle.com, check it out. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, all of that kind of stuff.
That's awesome. And one last quick question is, how do you choose happiness? What makes you and your body happy and joyful?
Oh gosh, yeah. You know, how do I choose happiness? Would it be too trite to say by not judging myself? but it is true. You know, the more I've gotten out of judgment of me and my body, no matter what my body looks like, the happier I am just every day. And not that manic happy. Not that like I'm happy today, I'm sad tomorrow, but the next day I'll be happy, or you know what, up and down. Literally just that space and ease for me starts with not trying to make myself right or wrong, and then not judging myself if I do something or not do something. And honestly, one of my favorite things physically for me and my body to be happy is I like massages and foot reflexology and sitting in the sun, walking out in the forest. Anyway, yeah. There's a lot of stuff my body likes that makes it happy and me. But yeah, it does start with that no right, no wrong, and then no judgment, because it gives me the space where happiness is always possible instead of occasionally possible.
I love it. That is so awesome, so powerful. Thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you to each and every one of you for joining our conversation. If you received anything whatsoever from Donnielle and the conversation we had here today, please share this episode with at least one friend. And what would it take for you to come on over to iTunes to subscribe to the show, leave us 5 stars and a glowing review. Check out the show notes so you can join us either live in person or via Zoom on December 5th in New York City. And we would also love to see you at the Right Body for You class in New York on January 17th to the 19th. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.